How's it going, guys? This is Ketchup here once again, bringing you a, I guess we'll call it like a theory video, as such. While I was away, I had no internet, so I had the time to really kind of go into the lab and mess around with setups for a new character, which is Jacqui Briggs. She's not my new main, but I do want to pick her up and start playing her a little bit more. Hold your pitchforks, guys. Hear me out. So basically, she's got her meter burn low. This is what the video is to be based on. This right here, this meter burn low. I went on TestUI and checked some stuff, and there are a couple of findings for this. I didn't look amazingly hard, so apologies if this has been known for ages and ages and ages. I'm sure it is, because it seems pretty effective. Using the meter burn low to give some really hard to sort of blockable setups. It armor breaks, etc, etc. You can't really wake up attack it either. Generally what's going on here is you're never going to get this in the neutral, but you set this up and then throw in an overhead, which special cancels into something that will combo into itself. So what you generally do is you'll set this up, go on the overhead, detonate them almost simultaneously, because you can manually detonate the down back 3 meter burn. The second you let go of 3, it will detonate. So what you do is you'll set this up and then set up this, basically double block direction, which is very hard to get. And then that will obviously juggle into this, which gives good damage for it, 36%. However, this will kind of be extending onto something else. I've got these recorded for a reason I'll go into in just a few seconds. But generally, you would combo into this, and then instead of ending with back forward 4, you end in the rocket, and then throw out the harder blockable. Most characters, it's not as prominent with Kung Lao because of how ridiculously fast his wake up armor is, but most characters I've tested this against actually choose up their armor because it hits 2 times in rapid succession. As you can see, this works on the this works on the overhead as well. This will loop in both scenarios. Just go 1-2, 1-2 meter burn, and then throw in the overhead. And that's just one of the applications. So this is the first thing you can do. The reason I recorded it is because it, for some reason, seems inconsistent. I'm not sure why, but sometimes it goes off and hits them, and sometimes it doesn't. As you can see here, it's hitting them every time. But sometimes when I try and combo it, it doesn't hit. And I'm not really sure what the reason is for it. So if I try and combo it now, as you can see there, it actually didn't detonate and it missed. We'll try that again. And it missed again. So it's very strange how sometimes it connects and sometimes it doesn't. Maybe I thought you have to go for specific combos that push him into the corner, or maybe specific combos that push Jacqui slightly further out. The way I did find this to be quite consistent is you delay the detonation of the meter burn low as far as possible, because as you can see, she kind of pushes them with the back 2. She moves forward a little bit before actually connecting the punch. So if you delay your detonation as late as you can to really kind of cater to the fact that the back 2 pushes them into it, it should work. Oh no, it still didn't. As you can see, so it's very strange. As you saw there, like the first time I landed it, it worked, and now it's not. Even though it's the same combo, the same setup, it's just for some reason not connecting. I really think this could be like a highly dangerous thing if this low was not as inconsistent as it was. As you can see there, when it works, it does good damage. So we'll go for this again, and it doesn't connect. Very, very bizarre. No, I'm going to be putting this on TestUI and kind of asking if the Jacqui players know how to kind of work around this, if there is one. But that's one of the applications, is the hard to blockable scenario. This can be done both ways. You can combo into, you special cancel the back 2 into the low, or the upshot as well. You can do it from the upshot, but you need to detonate the low very, very quickly before the overhead, so that it juggles them higher up into the air. So if you do this, detonate it right near the end, and then you go for it, otherwise it will completely miss. But generally both of those will combo the same way. What comes up next is potentially a bit of a gimmick, really. When you hit someone in back 3-3, they expect this to just be the combo. Obviously regular combo does how much damage? We'll try and do it one more time, if not we'll just do it with 1 rep. So by itself, this combo does 42% meterless. There's a bit of a gimmick here where you can throw out what looks like the combo, but then throw in an overhead, jump with it, and then go for the jump punch, and now do 1-2 punch. This now does 52% damage, more so than original. So what goes on there is the fact that you go for back 3 meter burn. That kind of looks like the same combo, but obviously the flash of the meter burn gives it away. But this potentially, I have caught people with this. I actually caught Foxy in this yesterday, which was pretty funny. where you catch this and he just expects the low in the combo, and then by the time he realizes what's going on, you could potentially throw a overhead and then juggle into this. If they try and punish you, you can just detonate it prematurely and then catch them anyway, because even if you're getting hit, you can actually detonate the low anyway and get that. That's one of the applications again. This works on also the forward one. You can kind of just chuck that out, forward one into this. It kind of works the same way. Again, that's even more gimmicky because there's a lot of startup time there. It's really something that's just going to potentially catch someone out in the heat of the moment, I suppose. But one of the cool things about this is it also sets up for unbreakable situations. So you can go for something like back 3-3 meter burn. Now they can't break the rest of this. Like, the rest of this entire sequence is unbreakable. The only thing they could break there was the second kick. The second 3 in the back 3-3 they can break. So you go double low, chuck out an overhead, detonate, and then you would do just an up rocket. You can do it as well. So you can do overhead, up missile, grab, and that's unbreakable. Unbreakable 32%. You can spend the bar to get a bit more damage on 2 bars. Again, very, very situational, but it does work, and that will do 35%, I believe. So that's one of the applications once again. But to be honest, the real meat and potatoes of this will come from the hard to blockable setup of the low. I just want to know why, basically, people don't use this move as much, because it seems pretty effective to me. I mean, you set this up, go for the hard to blockable, 1-2, 1-2 low, detonate it. That's like double, almost at exactly the same time, you know, very hard to block that. It's just a shame that for some reason it seems to be rather inconsistent, and that's the confusing thing. And then you go 1-2 punch. I mean, that off one bar, almost 75% damage on that alone. I actually say that does work on the overhead too. So you do, back to 3-3 up, 1-2, 1-2. Oh god, you can tell I don't play Jacqui, can't you? And you go for the low, and then you kind of throw this out there, but sometimes it doesn't connect, and that's the confusing thing for me. But yeah, I mean, I just kind of wanted to make this little video just kind of highlighting I guess some of the potential of this meter burn low that for some reason I don't see used that much in high level Jacqui play. I could be wrong, please correct me if I am wrong, but it looks to be pretty effective. It's just inconsistent, so hopefully you Jacqui mains out there can tell me what's what, because I want to learn how to use this character a bit more besides the key play element that she has, because she seems really fun. But if I can throw out these hard to blockable situations and have it come out consistently, I think I'd definitely be more up for playing her. But as you can see here, it just seems to be very peculiar. Sometimes it just doesn't connect, and then when it does, you get really good damage, and that's a really hard to block setup. And if they try an armored reversal, 95% of the characters in the game will get chewed up by that double hitting attack, and that's just one of the things. I mean, you can actually grab them into it as well, which is pretty funny. If you charge it and then grab as well, you get the first hit, and then it detonates manually, giving you a 19% grab, which is pretty cool. But this is really where it comes down to ending a combo in this and trying to consistently get the double hit, because this is very, very difficult to block and leads to really good damage. But yeah, this video was, as I said, it's more theory, trying to kind of shed some light on another piece of kit that the character has that I don't see used very much. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, hopefully you learned something, and fingers crossed I'm learning something as well, because I really want to try and use this character. Take care guys, and I'll catch you later. Expect some more videos tomorrow.